It is. Good morning, Stephen. And Nicole just mentioned the families there going through debris, trying to get whatever they can out of it. And that's exactly, sadly, what we're seeing here as well. This family lost a loved one who was home at the time of this tornado as it moved through this area. And you can see the destruction is immense. Thomas Bright lost his aunt. You unfortunately came here Friday night right after the storm, and that's when you discovered the bad news.
Yeah, I drove my car as far as I could, but there was a lot of debris and power lines was down, so I parked my car and I walked. And as I was walking towards her house, I noticed all the destruction that had taken place. And she lives right across the street from this bus garage for the school buses, and I saw that it was totally destroyed. And I was praying that she was all right, but I knew in my heart she just lived right across the street that it'd be a miracle if her house was still standing. So when I got here, the only thing that I saw was just the foundation that was still left, and everything else was just piled up with debris. And I was hoping that she was underneath a lot of the debris, so I kept calling her name and searching for her. And then I saw her laying there on the ground, and she had already passed away, and I had covered her up and called 911 and the coroner's office.
We're so sorry for you and all of your loved ones who are out here right now. I know what you're doing is going through photos, old jewelry that belonged to her, anything you can find to keep her memory alive.
Right.
I guess it's meaningful that you're able to find some of this.
Right. She was 80 years old, and she have always kept photos of everyone, even me when I was a child, baby. So there was a lot of history that was lost. So anything that we could find to salvage is to keep the family history alive.
This is the holidays, not the time of year you want to be thinking about losing a loved one. What's Christmas going to be like?
Well, it's not going to be the same, but we know that she's with Jesus, and she's with her husband and other family members, and because she was a good woman, a Christian woman, so we have no doubt that she's in heaven.
You mentioned that you have one last fond memory with her at Thanksgiving, which you'll hold on to and cherish.
Right. This past Thanksgiving, whole family, we was able to get together at my other aunt's house, and her sister came from Paducah, and cousins and relatives from different places, and she really enjoyed the family being together because it's a long time since we was together because of the COVID.
Well, we thank you very much for sharing her story with us. Ollie Reeves is her name. And
Right.
Stephen, I think we should mention every time we mention the death toll, which now stands at, for each one of those people, there's a family like this going through the debris and trying to salvage any memories they can of their loved one here in Mayfield and all over Kentucky.